I literally just finished work and it's 5:19. Try being an influencer for a day. Try it. Because the people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds. Try it for a day.
This pisses me off so bad that this person should be off the internet, okay? Never to be seen again, never to be allowed to post again. That's my opinion. This pisses me off that bad. So let me tell you what's happening, okay? I truly never get tired of seeing influencers talk about how hard their life is. It never stops being entertaining to me, okay? It's so delusional. It's so stupid. I crave it. I'm like, actually, no, tell me more. I need to know more about how hard your life is. I'm begging for the details of your life. I would love to know about how your routine of getting your nails done, getting your hair done is stressing you out. I love that. I live for the lack of awareness. I live for them, but they also piss me off because I honestly think that a lot of this stuff is coming right now at a time where influencer culture feels like it's on the decline. I think honestly, and I'm just gonna say this, and this could be a whole other video, subscribe, okay? For that. I think people are tired of being sold to. I think people are tired of seeing products pushed in their face. I think people are tired of seeing influencers who live these unrealistic lifestyles. They're sitting on mounds of money and cash and masquerading around like they are the most relatable people on earth. And it's really just not the truth. I think it's really starting to compound and I think people are just tired of it. Myself included. I am so tired of clicking on videos and it's like the same stupid online therapy sponsorship. I'm tired of it. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Let's see what these influencers are up to. So our first clip comes from a podcast or something where two TikTokers are talking about why they're moving to Texas. Let's take a look at what they have to say.
So obviously money is a reason why we're moving to Houston. Yeah. Another reason is I got offered a really good job that I basically cannot turn down, and it was time for me to go. As Mad said, I hate even calling you Mad. As Baby said, there's not as much money in social media as I think there was. Like my video that did 14 million views only paid me $4,000.
Which I know that everybody in these, video
y'all may be like, wow, that's amazing. But it was over a minute long. That video took like an hour to do.
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. Mads Lewis's boyfriend saying 4,000 for an hour of making a TikTok is low. Bruh, I make that in 170 hours. Guys, I hope that they can make it through. I mean, only $4,000. That is seriously low. Obviously, saying $4,000 is low is an insane thing to say. But in my opinion, it's an even more egregious thing to say when you say it was over a minute long. It took me like an hour to film. An hour, $4,000 an hour for an hour of work. $4,000 for an hour. You are insane. And here's my favorite part about that. At no point did either of them have any self-awareness about, that only working for an hour and making $4,000 is in fact a lot. That is like way more than a lot. Some people do not make that in a month, and you made that off a 1 hour video that was only a minute long. Obviously, people had a lot to say about this, as you can imagine. I've actually never had $4,000 in my bank account. No, literally, I would have to work 333 hours to make $4,000 before taxes. Working part-time while I go to school because that's as much as I can do, and I make like $480 every 2 weeks after taxes. The part that really got me was when he said an hour, like it was 2 weeks worth of work. Plus he said it took him an hour to make and acted like that was so long. I mean, to me, that's the worst part, is saying it an hour. It's like so unbelievable, like I don't even know where to start. 4K would be almost 8 months of rent for me. I made less than 20K last year. I struggle so bad. I am so stressed out. That makes me sad. That would pay my rent for 2 months, bro. Could you imagine the amount of groceries you could get? 4,000 would cover 1.5 months of expenses for me. Like, hello? You gotta know your audience too. If you wanna have this conversation with other TikTokers and you wanna talk about like how TikTok's not paying that well, go ahead and do it. But complaining to your audience who's made up of probably a lot of Gen Z kids, probably a lot of, young 20s, are you dumb? It's just so stupid. This is somebody, by the way, who's got 12.4 million on TikTok. She's got 6 million over on Instagram, gets a ton of views. And look at poetry book coming soon. Okay. It's just amazing how a lot of these influencers just like milk their audience for cash. It really is. It's just so stupid. Somebody with 12 million followers trying to act like they're going through financial hardship. They posted this. This is the house that they bought. Obviously a very large house in Texas. That is what is causing them to now start talking about saving money. So let's listen to what they have to say about that.
We're a little low on money now that we bought the house. Like literally, we have to be smart with our money now. It's not, oh, I'm an influencer. I can spend as much money as I want. Look at me, look at me, look at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very, be smart with your, like, I know the value of $1.
Oh, God, it's so stupid. I know the value of $1 now. Yeah, okay. You didn't know it before. Anyway, all right. So obviously people had to say stuff about this one too. So how it felt watching Mads Lewis say she knows the value of $1 now because she only makes $4,000 a month. Be smart with your money as they upload a $75 Caesar salad they bought right when they got to Coachella. LMAO, I hate influencers so much. Apparently they went to Coachella as well. As they were posting this, they were on their first flight to Coachella. Tickets are like, what, $500, like on the low end. Plus lodging, your outfits, like these are thousands of dollars, okay? Thousands of dollars. It's just dumb. Like I gotta be smart with my money now. I need to be saving. And then you go to Coachella, like it doesn't add up. Somebody commented, my heart goes out to them during this difficult time. Me too. No, me too. Honestly, I'm saying a prayer tonight. This was them at Coachella. Okay. Low on money, but just bought a mansion and they're partying in Coachella. Tickets are upwards of $1,000, not including housing, outfits, and food. Wow, I have no words. I know the value of $1. You probably spent $5K on weekend one of Coachella. I'm sorry, I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about how hard it is. I really don't. Okay, here's our next story. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And honestly, this pisses me off so bad. This probably will be the thing that pisses me off the most in this entire video. I have in my life not seen something this bad in a very long time in terms of entitled influencer brat who pisses me off to my core. And honestly, like this has already been reported on by other people, but I will not let this go. I will not let this go. I will not let this go. I will not let this one go. This pisses me off so bad that this person should be off the internet, okay? Never to be seen again, never to be allowed to post again. That's my opinion. This pisses me off that bad. So let me tell you what's happening, okay? Let's just talk about who this is and who our main character is of this drama. So this is Catherine Driscoll, and she recently got engaged and then she got married to this guy named Cabot Asplund. She kind of got popular, honestly, on TikTok. Like this is her TikTok account. She's got obviously close to 90,000 followers. She gets a lot of views. She's been getting a lot of views on her wedding content, like planning her wedding, looking for wedding dresses. Obviously you can see 7.5 million views, 8.7, whatever. She's also been getting a lot of views and a lot of new followers from her journey from moving out of her huge high-rise apartment, looking at literally the World Trade Center in New York City. This apartment obviously is very expensive. So they moved out of this apartment and then they moved into this new house, which is like Nancy Meyers-esque, you know, in the countryside. So lots of content around this. A lot of people are very intrigued by that. She's gained a lot of followers from like this whole process. They're so young. Look at this gorgeous house. Like, I can't wait to see this farm life journey, whatever. Well, a lot of people are wondering how in the world did they afford that at like 24 years old? First of all, how are you living in that apartment? Because it's like, you don't really have a job. Like, you're an influencer, but you're not really like a big influencer, and you're just on TikTok, and TikTok, as we all know from the last video, is not paying too well anymore. Look, they only pay $4,000 for one minute long video that takes an hour. That's it. Obviously, TikTokers are in the trenches. Like, they're not making a lot of money, okay? People discovered, oh, wait a minute. It's not because you guys are super successful, pulled yourself up from the bootstraps, everyday regular people, as she was trying to portray herself. But no, she actually married into a billionaire's family. So she married into the Asplund family. It's like one of the richest families in Pennsylvania. These people are billionaires. The company is like the leading provider of safe, cost-effective and environmentally sustainable vegetation management and utility infrastructure services. Basically, they cut trees for big companies and stuff like that. Who cares? Okay, I literally do not care. But they're literally valued by Forbes at over $5 billion. Okay, so that's who she married into. So by the way, next time that you compare your life and you're like, I'm 24 years old and I don't have a high-rise apartment in New York City, and I also don't have a gorgeous sprawling mansion on 20 acres of land, why don't I have that? It's because you're not married into money. Into a literal billionaire's family. So in my opinion, like, this is just my personal opinion, from watching her stuff, like the stuff I've seen just in doing, you know, my own research for this video, I feel personally scammed by watching her stuff and like the way she portrays herself, like the common everyday woman, when in reality she is not. That pisses me off more than anything in the world. Like, this is the kind of video that she posted, and like, I just have to show you the delusion of this video. Like, this is just to give you an example of who this person is, okay?
I invited my mom to come with me. Fortunately, my mom missed a show because she was parking the car and they wouldn't let her out. So I sat there in the front row all by myself with a missing seat. Honestly, it was kind of weird. Like, no one at this show was there alone. Everyone had a partner besides me.
Like, she's dead serious, by the way. She's like actually mad that her mom couldn't get in, and she was the only person sitting there in the front row of a fashion show. For wedding dresses, who cares? Go to a store and buy a dress and go home. This is something that normal people do not do. Going to a bridal showcase for your wedding dress. Give me a friggin' break.
I honestly didn't really know much about the brand before attending, and all of these dresses are super reasonable, which, you know, is always a plus. So,
which is always a plus, she says. You're married to a billionaire. Please shut your mouth. Actually, just shut your mouth, okay? Don't talk to people about prices being reasonable. You're so out of touch. You're at a bridal showcase, and marrying a billionaire. Don't talk to us about reasonable prices. Bye. Freaking annoying brat.
so crazy though, like all these models, they don't look you in the eye and they just look straight. I was like trying to make eye contact with them, but they were not having it.
She truly believes that the models, who are, by the way, doing their job the way they're supposed to, they never look into the crowd. Like, have you been to a fashion show before? Clearly not. They're not supposed to look into the crowd and make eye contact with you. Like, you're crazy. But she literally thinks that the models should be looking at her, making eye contact with her, selling the dresses. Like, she's the only person in the room. The entitlement that is coming off of this person. Okay, we're getting to the worst part. All right, so you might be wondering, where are we going with this? This whole story blew wide open when a user on Reddit posted to NYC influencer Snark saying, Catherine Drisk Asplund harassing me. This just happened today. I use this account to post and archive photos I don't want to post on my main account. I thought this was a scam at first. I would have given her my username for free, but her attitude threw me off. We're about to see the messages between the two of them. So here's what has taken place. Okay, let me set the stage. When Catherine Driscoll got married to Cabot Asplund, obviously she wanted to change her Instagram username to reflect her new billionaire family's name. She wants to be an elite. Well, the problem with that is that when she went to go change her name from Catherine Driscoll to Catherine Asplund, the username was already taken by someone who's also named Catherine Asplund, because there's other people in the world named Catherine Asplund, okay? Believe it or not, there's people that are named the same thing. Well, she was not happy about that. Obviously, she wanted to try to persuade this person to give her the username, but things started to spiral out of control because Catherine Asplund, the influencer, is an entitled brat. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these messages. The person who was being harassed posted the messages. Catherine Asplund, influencer, messaged and said, "Hi, I was wondering if I could purchase your username from you. Just got married and this is my new name." The original Catherine Asplund replies and says, "Hi, congrats. That's my name too. I just Googled and it said selling my username would get me banned from Instagram." This is all true, by the way. Like, I don't even need to show you Instagram terms of service. This is true. And the reason why is because they're trying to prevent people from like making a business out of doing that stuff. So the OG is absolutely right. You're not supposed to sell your account and you could get banned. Evil Catherine replies and says, "I purchased my username in the past. Actually, that's not true. Celebrities do it all the time. And that's how they have all their handles as their full names." I'm sorry, you a celebrity? Because at the time, by the way, she had, I think, like maybe 14,000 followers or something like that. Like, that was all she had on Instagram. And she thinks she's a celebrity. So weird. I didn't know there was another Asplin's family out there. There's no Catherine Asplin in our family. So she truly believes that she is the only Asplin family in the world. This actually has my blood boiling so bad. It says, I see that you're not that active on here, but started Instagram in 2018, but changed your username 3 times, question mark. Is there any way I can get you to change your username one more time? Laughing emoji. OG Catherine replies, this is my Finsta. I use it for private stories. I don't want to get banned. Sorry. Like at that point, leave it there. But like doing the little digging and you're changing it 3 times and you've been inactive really since 2018. Like you're a weirdo. Like move on, evil Catherine. These are unbelievable. So then evil Catherine replies, I actually don't believe that your name is Catherine Asplund. Who would make their Finsta their actual name? Question mark. I reported you to Instagram and they're actually able to tell me your real name. I really hope I don't know you because that's going to be really embarrassing for you. What are you going to do? You know what's more embarrassing? Having these leaked, you friggin' brat. OG Catherine replies, you can report me. Go ahead. Evil Catherine replies, just did, and my fiance is too. OG Catherine replies, you're asking me to do something to get my account banned. I doubt Instagram would take that lightly. So true. Evil Catherine says, I'm asking you to change your username because you are pretending to be someone you're not. It's the bulldozing through when you don't get your way. This is like an influencer Karen. For real. Your name should be Karen Asplund, honestly. The OG says, my name is Catherine. And Evil Catherine says, which is illegal. Like, you're f***ing dumb. Illegal to have your name be Catherine. Stop, please, stop. OG says, nope, you asked to purchase my username, which goes against Instagram rules. I just reported you. I love it. Like, honestly, everyone should report her, but you'll see what happens in a second. So then evil Catherine takes it a step further and she starts doing some research in the only way that she knows how, which is by doing a Facebook search, which apparently is equivalent to doing a world census. So she shows a screenshot of all the Catherine Asplins and she says, the family I just married into is the only Asplin family in the US. OG says, I'm not American. It's so out of touch to think that the only way that an Asplin could ever exist is only in the US. Like, you're insane. You're an insane loser. You are a loser. She replies back, do you have proof that this is your name? Would love to see that. You want her to send her freaking social security card? Like, this is so crazy. OG replies back and just ends this freaking nonsense. And she says, why do I have to send you any proof of who I am? Question mark. This is my account. I've had it since 2018. I'm sorry we share the same name, but just because you got married doesn't mean you can have my username. If you were nice, I would have considered giving it to you for free, but you weren't. I reported you for asking me to sell my account and another report for harassing me. Have a good day. But honestly, I feel like there's still justice that needs to be done, okay? I feel like we don't have full justice here. I think we need to take it a step further, but don't worry, it's coming, okay? This story has a very happy ending. Evil Catherine has deactivated her Instagram account. Deleted it, deactivated, gone. She's still up and posting, don't worry, on TikTok under the username Lost Etiquette, which is very ironic. And she's got all of her comments turned off, obviously. But people went and did some digging and they're like, wait a minute. Didn't she say something about this before? Take a look at this video.
Something else that low-key bothers me is when girls get married and it's not even like 10 minutes after they're like do their vows. Like they're like, oh, go on my Instagram. Let me change my last name already. I'm probably gonna wait a couple months. I don't know. I just think it's like a little bit a lot when I see girls change it like before I even knew they were married.
It's been a really long time since I've seen something this directly hypocritical. Obviously, this video's been deleted as well. Not even days later, she tried to change her Instagram and tried to harass someone and tried to accuse somebody of having an illegal name, okay, and reporting somebody, trying to get somebody taken off Instagram. This is days later.
Like, chill.
I have to tell you guys, this is my favorite turn of events that I have seen. This is like when I love when the internet comes together, okay? Because honestly, this disturbed me. This story disturbs me. This person disturbs me. This influencer, like, I don't think something's really disturbed me this much in a really long time. To see somebody be this nasty and this entitled and this rude and this diabolical, like, it's rare, right? So here's what people did. They actually went in and took every single variation of Catherine Asplund that they possibly could. So Catherine Asplund, the new Catherine Asplund, Evil Catherine, could not change her name to any variation of this. So she could never have any version of her name. And I love that. Okay, this was my personal favorite one. This is my favorite one. Catherine Asplund with this profile picture. It says, Catherine Asplund's We Ride at Dawn. I might have to give this account a follow. I might have to. I mean, that's funny. But that's not all, actually. The story's not over here because, you know, I think what a lot of people have brought up is, wait, well, isn't this a really bad look for her new family? Like, to be caught in a very public bullying scandal. And she involved her fiance as well, by the way, or her new husband. Doesn't this look really bad for the family? Well, the answer is yes. And it's actually causing problems for the family. This just got reported. Billionaire bully Catherine Asplund's new in-laws have a $95 million history of exploiting undocumented workers. So obviously that got dragged back up, but it seems like the apple does not fall far from the tree. No pun intended. These people are all pieces of... All right, we're on to our final out of touch influencer. A lot of you guys probably know this person. This is Michaela on TikTok. She's got 15.6 million followers. She's like probably the biggest makeup influencer on TikTok, and she has been for a very long time. She gets a ton of views. She gets a ton of makeup products sent to her. She's been involved in more scandals than I can even count. You may remember her from the very infamous Lashgate. Let's take a look at this.
Look how long and lengthened my lashes look.
This literally just changed my life. This looks like false. This is how? What?
She was contracted to do a sponsored video, which, by the way, she still did not properly disclose because you're supposed to verbally say it's a sponsored video. She did an ad for L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara.
It's this L'Oreal
Right here.
Telescopic Lift. Look at the wand. Okay, so basically I'm taking the curved side and I'm going root to tip and...
So she does this, right? And then she comes back and she's wearing very clearly false lashes.
and I'm satin to coat the lashes.
And on the other side, she's also wearing false lashes, which people found out were actually Ardell Demi Wispy lashes.
Side, and you use the hook comb to basically separate. This is one coat. Okay, I'm gonna add a second. Look at the length. Do you see that? I am speechless, and I'm not sure. And
It's like clearly she's wearing fake lashes. So people obviously went crazy over this. I mean, rightfully so.
anyone's gonna ever be able to compete with this mascara.
And then you may also know her from this, which if we're talking about out of touch influencers, we've got to bring this clip up because this is one of my all-time favorites. So let's watch this.
I get up at 6 a.m. I spend about 5 to 6 hours filming video content. I spend a few hours editing that video content. Then I have to work on my other social media profiles, whatever it may be, Instagram, whatever. I'm in meetings from 12 to 5. I literally just finished work and it's 5:19. Try being an influencer for a day. Try it. Because the people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds, try it for a day. It is not for everybody. In fact, it's for a very small handful of people who can actually do this job. You do not want to have this job.
I love it. I mean, I love it. You do not, hey, you do not want to have this job right here. Let's see what kind of job that you guys do not want to have, right? Let's watch this.
I was only gone for 3 days. This is insane.
Guys, would you want this? All this free stuff? Seriously? After only 3 days away?
So ready for this. 60 packages. We're doing an unboxing.
By the way, these are like within a couple days of each other. These PR hauls, right?
Let's just stat on top. I'm getting a package from the pretzel company.
So she's even getting free food. I mean, this job sucks, guys. I mean, who would want this? It's a lot of boxes to open. It's hard work. It's physically demanding. It's tough.
It's from the freaking pretzel company. I'm deceased. Go to Pat 2. Spend the day with me and my husband. I am so excited for today. The first thing we did was went and picked up my new car.
I mean, who would want to do this? Not me.
I actually cannot believe this is real. Never give up on your dreams. Don't care what anybody says. Just go for it. I absolutely never thought I'd be driving a Porsche in my life. And
This job definitely seems like it sucks.
I absolutely love it so far. It has massage seats.
So obviously her job is really difficult, right? She's a multimillionaire at this point. She's got a humongous home. She's got luxury cars, luxury bags, more makeup than she knows what to do with. She gets more PR, more free stuff, more free trips than anybody on the internet, probably. And honestly, all of those things are fine, but you need to be self-aware about it, right? So recently she's come under fire, and I think rightfully so because of this whole situation. She got sent on another brand trip. So let's watch her tell us where she's going and with who.
I am not okay. I'm going to Korea. Like, what? I'm going to Korea. I am not okay. Get ready with me to go to Korea. Oh, hopefully I can do this. Anyways, I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth. In 2 hours, I'm getting on a plane to go to Korea. I've been keeping this a secret for like months, but if...
Okay, remember that. So she knew about this trip, obviously, for months. But my first thought, honestly, is like, you're a millionaire. Like, if you truly had the dream of going to Korea, you would have been there already. That's my opinion. Like, it acts like the crying and then like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to this video. Like, it's so theatrical. It's so stupid. And like, it's not real. It's not real. It's just not real. It's not real.
If you watch my videos, I've been hinting at it a little bit. I think the flight is like 16 hours. I am very nervous about that. This is going to be the longest flight I've ever been on. So if anyone has any advice on how to survive those really long flights, please let me know in the comments.
This part pisses me off, okay? I'm just gonna be honest. Once again, might be nitpicking, but if you have any advice for surviving a 16-hour plane ride, but by the way, she's being flown first class to Korea by a brand, okay? This is a fully paid for brand trip, okay? She's really nervous and she needs help with surviving it. I hope she can survive. Like, honestly, guys, say a prayer. I hope that she can survive this 16-hour plane ride in first class. It's going to be really difficult. So please leave your advice. Engage with her post. She's not really asking you for advice. She doesn't need advice. She's in first class. It is an experience that is engineered to be as comfortable and luxurious as possible.
I'm so excited though. Like, this is a dream come true. I'm just like really nervous and doing my makeup calms my nerves. Oh, I was not expecting that level of pigment. I think the concealer will help me tone it down. I am literally bringing an empty suitcase because I just know I'm gonna like wipe out the entire makeup store. I will be going feral in there. I believe there is also a 12-hour time change. So if you see me posting my videos at my usual time, just know that I am up at 2 or 3 or 4 a.m.
Oh no. This is giving me flashbacks to your grueling schedule that you used to go through where you would wake up at 6 a.m. and end at 5. This is really giving me flashbacks. Are you sure you want to go to that? Are you sure you want to go back to that schedule? Because that was a gauntlet. No, that was not fair. Like, what you had to go through, that was not okay. Okay, and you having to post at 2 in the morning, that's not normal. You do not want this job, guys. If you see me doing this, call the police. Because I am going crazy. I'm on fire.
I'm not sure what the jet lag's gonna be like. I've never traveled that far. Definitely gonna want to set this.
Don't talk about jet lag when you're in first class. Don't, okay? Do not talk about it. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it. Where you can literally lay down fully like a bed. Don't talk to me about it.
If you have any tips and advice, please feel free to leave it in the comments. Okay, I gotta go to the airport. Oh my God, wish me luck.
Good luck. Here's the problem, right? So I know that I mentioned to you before, pay attention to the fact that she knew about this trip months and months and months, before she went on it, right? So here's the problem. In March, she did a paid sponsored post from Real Beauty. So that is who's sending her on this trip. It's like Real Skincare, something like that. It's like a newer brand, I think. I haven't really heard of it. She did a paid post on her TikTok. The whole time she knew that she was going on this trip. So obviously she's incentivized to make this post. And that's kind of the problem that people are bringing up is like, how much can you trust a paid sponsored post and sponsored recommendation? You can't. It is written into virtually every single contract Otherwise, it's understood that you're not to say anything negative about the brand. Okay, most of the time it's written in there. So it's like she's never going to say anything about, oh, doesn't work that well, or, I like it, but like, she's not going to do that. So she did a sponsored post about a month or so before. And people are like, well, wait a minute. In retrospect, that looks really like a conflict of interest. And it seems scummy. Like it just doesn't seem right. And personally to me, I don't feel like it feels like a genuine review.
I have spoken about Real Skincare again and again and again and again. Never been more consistent with a skincare product in my life. I have this on auto subscribe.
So I went to go look and see when she was talking about these products, and the only one that I could find was the first one that she showed on the screen with her and her husband, and it was a paid partnership. So it's like, I have talked about this again and again and again, but it's like you were sponsored at least 2 of those times to do it. So it's like, it's hard to really trust your recommendation, and it's hard to say, oh, wow, you are pretty consistent with this recommendation when you've been sponsored at least 2 of the 4 times that you've been talking about it. And the other ones might have been sponsored as well. So it's like, it's hard to believe it. And I personally don't. Okay, I just don't. I don't trust sponsored reviews. In general, I really don't. I feel very skeptical, okay?
I'm getting it sent to me every month.
And it's also like, you're getting this stuff for free. I don't even believe that. I don't believe that you're actually getting this products sent to you when you are getting all these PR packages. Like, why would you buy something? Like, why they're sending you on a trip? Like, we're about to see her on a several $1,000 trip, maybe even tens of thousands to send these influencers. They didn't send that many. I just find it very hard to believe that you actually have a subscription where you're paying out of your own pocket for this.
This completely transformed not just me, but also my husband's skin. He doesn't have acne anymore. I don't know if you noticed.
I feel like if the answer to acne was truly out there, we would know about it. Like, we all know about Accutane. Like, it's hard to believe, especially with the cleanser, which is something that you keep on your face for only a very short period of time. I think to even make the claim that it's curing your acne is a very bold claim, especially in a sponsored post. And and I think, in my opinion, and maybe this is me being overly critical, but I think acne is a very touchy subject. I think it's a very close to the chest. Like, it's very difficult to go through having acne. Okay. It's a very difficult process. I feel like to claim that something is like curing your acne is like kind of crazy. And people are obviously going to want to run out and spend their money on that.
Loving the updated packaging. So excited because they extended the line. They have a new brightening triple acid exfoliant treatment and a complete acne serum.
See, here's my other problem as well. Sorry, I keep stopping it. You're recommending a product that's not even open. Like, I don't want to see you do a review where you're showing products that are still in the box. Because what does that tell me? You haven't opened the product and you don't know what's in it and you haven't used it. This is your first time using it. That's what it tells me as a consumer who's watching this.
If you struggle with acne, this routine would be fire. Cody and I do our skincare together at night, and you best believe that these are gonna be incorporated into our daily routines.
God, why is anyone taking skincare advice from Michaela? In March alone, just in the past month, she has promoted and claimed to use 4 different skincare brands.
Skincare routine went viral for a reason. It's just that good. I've never been more consistent with a skincare product in my life. Completely transformed not just me, but also my husband's. I'm gonna use the Rock Barrier Renew Gel to Foam Cleanser. I think I blacked out on Amazon. Blemish, I'm just gonna clean and dry the skin. It's nearly gone.
And wait a minute, I thought you said you didn't have acne anymore because of the Real cleanser, and then you're like showing yourself trying to, do spot treatments. It's just like, it's not adding up.
Maybe this doesn't bother anyone else. It doesn't seem to
me.
bother her fans. So maybe it shouldn't bother me. But it bothers me, and here's why. I don't think it's even scientifically possible using a product for that short of a period to even have enough data to make any claims about it at all, or about the consistency of the results. I mean, certainly not enough to recommend it to other people. Anyway, that was just kind of bugging me, and I just wanted to get it out, get it off my chest. I'm sure no one else cares but me, but whatever. Good night.
I think people are just so fed up with being sold to it. It's like, wait, this was your favorite product last week. You're recommending another one. Like, if it's a genuine recommendation, right, then go ahead and do it. but it doesn't come across as these are genuine, and it seems like a cash grab. And at some point it's like, don't you have enough money? Do you really need to be doing this? It just hurts your own credibility. So it's like, how do people keep getting away with this? I don't know, but I think a lot of people do care, and I think a lot of people do catch on, and they're like, what's going on? Like, this doesn't feel right. Here's some of the comments. So it says, Michaela's a sellout. Michaela to all sponsored products. You have been promoted. Everything is her favorite. Then not too much later, the product is nowhere to be found in her routine. I totally agree. Money talks, and it seems she'll promote anything. You are right. This is why I've included this in like an out of touch influencer type video. I do find it to be very out of touch to continue to promote product after product after product, to sell out doing sponsored videos and like saying this is the cure, no this is the cure, no this is the best, no this is the best, and then you don't see it ever again, and like there's no consistency. I don't know, I find it to be out of touch personally.
Travel with us to Korea. I literally still cannot wrap my head around the fact that this is about to happen. Made sure we had our passports, got ourselves to the Boston airport, and we ordered a little snack. We were hungry. And because it's a 16-hour flight, I figured we could get some
There's her flips that she got a PR package for.
Some snacks to have on the plane while we watch movies. And then we were off. This plane was so cool.
Look at these. First class they were sent. First, obviously, but first class they're sent.
Cody and I each had our own little cubicles, but what I was really excited for was the food. I think airline food is so fun.
So fun, airline food. There's a joke in there somewhere, but first meal service, like, give me a freaking break.
Then we got picked up in this stunning Mercedes van, just for Cody and I. We checked into our room, and first thing I did was set up my makeup. You know how I am. I unpacked all my clothes, set up my skincare.
By the way, I only see 2 of the 4 skincare products that she promoted in the last month actually making it here. As far as I can see. Okay, interesting.
And I'm so exhausted, so good night, and I cannot wait for my first full day here. We just got back to our room in Korea, and it is completely decked out by Raelle. Look at all of these Korean snacks.
It's so excessive. It's so excessive. Well, yeah, I mean, of course you're going to promote this product. Look at all the stuff that they're giving you.
I cannot wait to try these. Let me know if you want a video. And look at this ramen. It has my name and face on it and these engraved chopsticks. This is so sick. There's also these gorgeous flowers, and I love these pouches. And how thoughtful is it to put a picture of our dogs in the room? They gave us lab coats and embroidered pajamas. They even branded the windows of the hotel room. And I have no idea how they knew what my favorite drinks were. I can't wait to try this coffee.
It's just, the brand trips are getting out of control, okay? That's a whole nother video. Subscribe for that one. But the brand trips they're so stupid, and they're so excessive, and it's obviously by design. They want to shock people, and you know, but it's like,
this is amazing. Thank you so much, Raelle.
Join us.
I'm starting to honestly see these brand trips the same way I look at like these companies that do a lot of heavy advertising, like State Farm and things like that, where I'm like, oh, they spent all this money in advertising. That's money that they could spend in R&D or customer service, things that could probably help their customers more and help their products more. But instead they're spending it on getting these influencers more snacks than they could ever eat in 5 days.
For day 3 in Korea. This was a special day because we got to go to Olive Young early before they open and have our own private shopping time. Here is everybody very excited about all of the shopping.
So they had all the influencers come in here. This is, by the way, posted on the Raelle account.
That's a write-off.
That's a write-off?
Yeah.
Do you even know what a write-off is?
Yeah. It's when you buy something for your business and the government pays you back for it.
Interesting choice of sound.
Oh.
Oh my God. Show me to me, please. Send it to me, Rachel. It was literally seen. And
like, this is weird. Like, I just, like, personally, I see this and I'm like, that's really weird. You know, they have their whole team, you know, social media team at home. They didn't get to go. Instead, they're sending all these influencers like, let's wrap it up with this.
Try being an influencer for a day. Try it. Because the people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds, try it for a day. It is not for everybody. In fact, it's for a very small handful of people who can actually do this job. You do not want to have this job.
You do not. Like I said in the beginning, I think people are tired of being sold to. I genuinely do. It's very frustrating to watch the manipulation that goes into like these videos where it's like, I'm trying to appear relatable to you. Meanwhile, I'm living like this lavish lifestyle. I'm taking in all these sponsorships. I've got more money and more products than I know what to deal with. Acting like entitled at the same time. And the whole thing bothers me, man. Like all of this stuff bothers me, man. It bothers me. Anyway, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Like I always say, subscribe if you are not already. Lots more videos just like this one coming very soon. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video as well. Leave a comment down below. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Anything else you want to air out? Go for it. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Bye.
Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Are you kidding me?
Girl, I know you did not just gasp like that to show me the patchiest liquid eyeshadow I've ever seen in my life. And it's $40?